Hey guys, and welcome to Pimp My Predator. We are creating a helmet for our beautiful Predator. After I created the Predator, I knew I wanted to see this guy also with a helmet. And you guys also thought the same way, and this is why we are doing a tiny extension to our Predator, which we created 2 weeks ago. I could have started easy. I could have started just with silver, but I decided to get some fleshy filling inside. This is why I am starting with a flesh color of Predator. And after that, look at that, beautiful. We will take some silver. We try to get a very dark silver and get it really flat by using my noodle machine. And now we can start the coating process of the helmet. The best way to get this clay model accurate is to look at a 3D model within the game. In Fortnite this is pretty easy. You get all the skins and can rotate them and see them from any perspective which you like. With other characters, the one I did on Wednesday for example, it was a little bit more difficult, and I tend to see my clay creations as paintings. They look beautiful from one side, but ugly from behind. And that's okay sometimes, but not for this guy. I am creating a proper Predator with his helmet, beautiful from all sides. As you can see, I'm using my new tools. And for this helmet, it was really helpful to have the new tools on the hand. We have them in the online store right now. I'm still preparing like a making of video about our tools. We've been working on them for 2 years right now, and you can finally get them now on ClayClaim.com. Yeah, for the helmet, let's carefully attach the topper. This is the characteristic shape of the helmet from the helmet of Predator. The curved tool, I just love it. And maybe we put this into the oven for 10 minutes just to save the current status of the helmet. And let's see if it works. If the helmet fits onto the torso. No? Okay. Maybe we should remove some of the clay, fill in some soft clay again, and then stick it onto the piece of wire, and look at that. Perfect. It already looks like the Predator, but what's missing? The hair, of course. We did that on the other head as well. So this is just some work. And then I have some big plans for this extension. The reason why I wanted to do another creation and video on this character, we take a battery and this tiny LED light. It works. So the idea is to attach this tiny LED light right to the helmet, right on the side of the helmet. This characteristic red laser pointer, what is it, on the real Predator. But we have one big problem. While the LED light is easily attached to the helmet, we need to hide the battery. And for the battery I thought, let's use the back bling. It is Hunter's Trophy, and it's perfect to hide the battery on the back of the Predator. We have this enormous skull with a lot of thorns to the sides of the skull. So I'm working in different layers. This is the very first one, and we'll also add another layer of these thorns, which somehow reminded me of skull boned hair. Yeah. Okay. And now we can work our way up to the teeth And this skull also has these characteristic holes. I'm not really sure what they are and from which creature, I don't want to say animal, the skull really is. And why there are so many holes within the skull. There must have been any reason for Mother Nature to create these holes within the skull. Maybe some ventilation holes, I don't know. These are the beautiful teeth. And we must not forget the lower jaw with its teeth as well. Okay, now let's put this carefully onto the plate. And we are finally ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked helmet from Predator. And it's quite nice to have this creation now, and I don't have to be afraid to break off any hair, for example, after oven hardening. Now, this is what I was talking about. With the golden pen, with the metallic marker, we bring in these beautiful details. There's also a second line of these golden rings. And with a transparent polish, pretty much everything changes, because now the helmet really looks like a helmet. I used tons of transparent polish also for the Mandalorian, if you remember this, with probably 4 or 5 different layers of transparent polish. It was really insane what I did there. Yeah, we need to drill a tiny hole just to hide the battery. Not too much. Oh. Broke off some teeth. Well, that's the price you have to pay. Let's get in some shadows. I'm using this pen to make it a little bit darker, especially for all the holes. And for the lower jar, the same. The LED light will be a little bit more tricky. We need some soldering, and I'm really bad at this. But luckily, I have some help here in the studio. You already know Moritz. Let's surprise him. Okay, I need some help, and he's really good with stuff like this. Actually, in the studio it works like this, for our upcoming stop-motion project, for example. We have so many technical problems, and we just present them to Moritz. All of them. And he finds a way to solve this. So I really appreciate your help. Thanks so much, Moritz. I got back the helmet, and not only the battery is included, but a switch. How cool is that? I tried to hide the switch within the skull. Not really sure if this will work. We need the hot glue gun. And guys, I guess that's it! The Predator! And the Hunter's Trophy on the back. Now I'm really curious, which one would you prefer? The one with helmet or just the naked Predator? Let me know, write it down in the comments. Stay safe, stay creative, bye.